Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, February 24th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I look and listen for the signs from the universe that help keep me on track. And today we have the lazy cat coming in. We have Moon moving into Taurus, and it will be connecting to the sun in Pisces. And so if you've been watching me for a long time, you'll know when we have some strong Taurus and Pisces energies, when they intermingle, it can bring the lazy cat. Now, this isn't bad. Being lazy isn't bad. A lot of times it just can feel a little slothy. It can feel a little sleepy. And just like cats are transmuting energy when they rest and kind of in a deeper state of meditation, like the Sphinx, we kind of go into that trance, into that energy with the lazy cat. So if you are feeling the sleepy energy, if possible, allow yourself to get a little slothy in it. Allow yourself to meditate and go in, because a lot of times when we actually can heed the flow, heed our personal ups and downs, we can actually listen better and receive what the universe is trying to send us in this case. So be aware and listen. So that being said, we have some interesting energies still going on today. I mentioned yesterday that the nodes would be connecting to the sun. We still have that going on today. We also have Venus connecting in today, and we also have Lilith connecting in today. And the Lilith piece is what feels so potent to me. I love when Lilith enters the scene. There's so much on out there that talks about Lilith being like demon, and yet my experience of Lilith is just this soul oriented energy that knows how to move in accordance to her soul and encourages others to move in accordance with their soul. And where this becomes a problem is because it's not always in alignment with patriarchal agendas. So Lilith reminds us, especially in connecting to the nodes, North Node in Taurus, what do you value? The things that you value, it's okay to let those things be important to you. It's okay to align with that. Connecting to Scorpio, yes, it can be scary to live a life that's outside of this agenda. And yet, the more we do it, the more we start creating larger patterns where others can do the same. So this is kind of a call to be on the leading edge. Lilith in Leo is one of my favorite placements because to me, this is such a call to move from the heart, really connecting soul with heart. This is a call to be joyful. This is a call to listen to your healed and happy inner child that is heart connected, and hopefully leading you towards some fun and joy for yourself as well. So outside of the lazy cat, we want to connect to the heart. We want to connect to that joy. But being that all of this energy is connected to the South Node, Venus connecting to the South Node, the Sun connecting to the South Node, Lilith connecting to the South Node, watch for those repeating patterns. Watch for where fear has stopped you. Watch for where not having the boundaries you need has maybe placed drain on your energy fields, drain on whatever, that you haven't been able to show up in and for these energies. So watch for what is repeating for you. You know, Scorpio is in a different placement for all of us. So my repeating patterns may be different from yours, and yet to lean into our personal values, to know our personal worth, will help us work through any of these repeating patterns. Being that we have Venus filling into this connection, we may find that some of it has to do with relationships, and Venus in Aries is like, do you, boo? Listen to yourself, honor yourself. It's not to say that we can't find balance and harmony in relationships, but you have to find how that works for you. We have such strong Aries energy this year. It's a really good thing to keep checking in. Like, am I putting myself out of harmony to try to keep harmony in this way that's not actually working? So watch for that. Now, oh my goodness. Bless you. Joe was sneezing. In case you couldn't catch that. So that was a big yes from the universe. Those are the interesting signs to listen for. All right, so very interesting. All right, so at the top of the cards today is the adventure card again. So some of these processes, this is part of the Scorpio energy. It takes us down into our traumas, the fears, part of our shadow energies. So be aware of that. We are all being called to magic school bus this. And again, coming up in the cards, I promise I shuffle. I use these for my readings daily. But it's interesting that they keep coming up. It's the comparison card in reverse again. Be aware where you are comparing your process to another. Just as your values are not the same as somebody else's, you cannot compare your process and where you're at to somebody else. We can always be inspired by somebody else. We can always get wisdom from somebody else, but your process is always going to be your own. That's why we have this lone figure in the adventure card, because this is your adventure. Like, this is your choose your adventure process. So not somebody else's. We also have the miser card. We have this in reverse. And this is interesting with the moon in Taurus. Taurus energy likes things to stay the same. And so you may find yourself gripping and holding on to something in this energy that needs releasing. And chances are this thing that you're holding on to is not in alignment with your true core values. So bringing your awareness to that may help you in and through the process. The final two cards, we have the silence card, which is the star card. This is a card of hope. This is a card of bright future, beautiful things coming in. But I also am taking the silence literally in this. Like, take some time to sphinx yourself. Sounds funny. Take some time for the lazy cat. Take some time to listen to the universe. If you are feeling a little low energy, give yourself that, because you may come out of it feeling renewed and reawakened. The final card is one of my favorites, the ordinariness card. This is a card of looking around for the magic that's there. And I think that's beautiful with the combination of Taurus and Pisces. It's hard when Earth feels so dumpster fiery to look around and be like, oh my gosh, everything's wonderful. Everything's unfolding the way it needs to. And I had one of those moments before recording, and I was like, oh, that's directly opposite to how I was just feeling. And I still feel the dumpster fire stuff. And yet I am feeling some of the magic of this Pisces energy as well. So tuning into the magic reminds us there is a divine plan unfolding, and the more we can unite with that and give our energy and attention to that, the better. So, one last thing, speaking of holding on, I was listening to a Trevor Hall song, and this one line spoke to me. Like Baba would say, we're talking about Ram Dass there. Like Baba would say, we're just walking each other home, and so you gotta hold on. And I want to remind anybody who's feeling kind of the bottom layers of this Pluto transit currently, we're walking each other home. We're in this together. Hold on. We don't bottom out for too long. You start rising up. So have faith. Have faith in the process, the whole thing. That's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.